In our recent videos, we already tackled about the virtue of faith and virtue of hope. We are faced with so many definitions of love, yet we are often confused on what is the genuine meaning of it.
There is an essential link between the theological virtues. Faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen, and it works through love, said St. Paul. Faith, hope, and love. Of these three, the greatest is love. To be sure, St. Paul emphasized, if we do not have love, we are nothing.
On the night before he was to give his life for us on the cross, Jesus said, "As the Father loves me, so I also love you. Remain in my love." Adding, "This is my commandment, love one another as I love you."
Love is the heart of the gospel, and the story of the Lord's love for us is told throughout the pages of Scripture and human history.
Love embraces the whole of existence in each dimension, including the dimension of time. It could hardly be otherwise, since His promise looks towards its definitive goal. Love looks to the eternal.
The idea of love is the subject of innumerable songs, stories, and movies, and our daily thoughts too. Yet, despite all this focus and thirst for love through the ages, many struggle to find it or to even understand what genuine love is.
As a theological virtue, love is an habitual and firm disposition to seek to become like the Lord in concrete situations, loving God and our neighbor, and giving us the spiritual freedom of the children of God.
One of the words for love in Latin is caritas, from which the word charity is derived. And so to love is also a self-sacrifice of giving yourself freely, willing and seeking for the good of another.
Love is said is patient and kind, rejoicing in truth, and it is not jealous or boastful, arrogant or rude, but bears all things, hopes all things, endures all things.
In particular, love is relationship, and the fullness of love is directed toward union, toward communion. The fullness of love is also fruitful. By its very nature, it is dynamic and creative, seeking to burst out from itself and bring new life. Each one of us, in fact, finds our origin in love. Love is our final destination too, and all points in between. Further, it is in love, and only in love, that the world will be redeemed.
Human love between persons is a beautiful thing, yet when our human love is combined with divine love, it is greater still. In fact, this points to the proper order of love. We should love God first, especially if we want to love others better. As St. John confirms, God is love, and he who abides in love abides in God, and God abides in him.
When God is included, our own love is magnified. To love God before loving spouses, parents, children, or neighbors, to love God with God and through God means actually love them more, not less. It means that love will never endure.
This is the love for which we were all made. We cannot lead lives that are barren and static. Indeed, St. John Paul II said, "Man cannot live without love." He remains a being that is incomprehensible for himself. His life is senseless if love is not revealed to him, if he does not encounter love, if he does not experience it and make it his own, if he does not participate intimately in it. What the world needs now as much as ever is love. If it is found wanting, then as missionary disciples loved by God, we need to help bring that indispensable love into the lives of others. By our love, we satisfy the longings of people today. We answer those demanding questions of the heart. Through love, hearts can be changed and new life brought to the world.